Okay, let's think a little bit about now a defining moment. I want each of you to think about a moment in your life and how it shaped who you are today. Like, is there something that has happened in your past that you can look back and go, oh my gosh, because of that, I am the way I am today? Anybody want to share? Avi?
When I passed that Series 7, oh my gosh, I was new to the business. This was in 2011, and I just poured myself into studying for it. And, I don't know, I felt relieved, and it was like, oh, I could do it. It was just huge, and it shaped me because again, I struggle with my self-confidence, and it was a huge confidence booster to be able to have made it, to have passed it.
Okay, let's go back to the 5 R's, Avi. Okay, we just remembered it, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about responsibility. Did anybody do that for you? Did anybody pass that test for you?
No.
You did it on your own.
I did it on my own. I spent, just that, and that's how I do things. I'll just pour myself into it. I read the manuals. I got a manual that worked for me, that I could understand it. And I spent, just the time, sheer time and memorization and all of that to do it. Yeah.
Awesome. And now you can respect that moment and how hard you had to work.
Yep.
Let's reflect on it. Tell me how you felt the moment you saw on your screen pass. Because I remember how I felt when I passed my 7.
Yeah. I was like, just surprised. And I passed it, like, I think back then you only needed a 70, and I got it by 71, or, I was just so relieved.
Yeah.
And I was just so excited that I was able to get through it. I mean, it was so long, and just going through like 6 hours of it,
yeah.
and just excited that I it was like I was able to do it. And, that expectation, my father, often, I think, to make me less nervous, he's like, oh, you can do it. It's no big deal. But, when I came into that office and I let him know he passed it, he was so happy and so excited. And he's like, yeah, it's a really tough test. I
didn't want to tell you that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So do you have something around you that can take you back to that moment? Can you think of something that you could have in your space that brings you right back to that moment where you passed and you went, I did it?
I'll have to think of something.
Yeah. Even if it's the, printing something off that says I'm, Series 7, or something that just takes you back there, that you can review it, or just, go right back to that moment when you see it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about that. This might be a silly thing, and I don't know if this happened on this test or what test, but that I was taking. But I remember I was wearing a scarf at one point, and they made me take off the scarf, and I thought that was really silly. But apparently, someone in the past somewhere
put some answers.
Well, put some answers on a scarf.
So tie the scarf in your office if you still have that scarf.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, and then I want you to focus on the reset, the what's next, and then what came after that. So that's perfect.